Welcome to the Finding Joy in the Journey podcast. This is Sheridan, and I'm so excited to finally share that I am part of an amazing virtual summit called Joy in All Seasons, which is such a perfect fit for me. There are quite a few amazing speakers, and I am honored to be one. My topic is sharing how intercepting your internal saboteurs can help you more effectively harness heavenly help. I have a link in the show notes that you can click on to sign up for this free summit, where you'll get to learn more from me as well as so many other amazing women and a few men. Also in the show notes is the link to the free class that I'm giving away to the summit listeners. I figure since you're a listener to my podcast, I'm going to go ahead and give it away to you too. It's called 3 Easy Steps to Intercept Your Internal Saboteurs. Let's jump into today's topic.